Hey everyone, Real Fester here. I want to do a little review on my FreeSpirit Evolution tent. Got one pretty close after they came out and thought I'd give it a try. We had the iCamper, which was like a clamshell that opened up, but I wanted something that I could see 360 degrees so I wouldn't have to worry about waking up in the morning not being able to see the view and us having to turn. So there was several things that made me want something that would pop straight up and have a 360 degree view. So we've given the Evolution a try. We picked it up at Artemis Overland Hardware in Springfield, Missouri. Just want to show you a few things about it, some things I like, some things I don't. Maybe it can help your decision if you're going to think about purchasing one of these. So in looking at my FreeSpirit Evolution tent, it's mounted on a Rhino rack backbone and platform, which is made for the FJ. It mounts very well. We had some issues in the beginning. The places where the tent slats were did not line up for the spaces in the Rhino rack. So a friend of mine who's an engineer, I called him when we were at Artemis that day, and he came and we had to take the whole tent apart, drill holes, remount one of the places, the slats that where you attach it to, and remount it. So it was a little bit of a chore getting it to mount to the Rhino rack. Now, one thing I do like about this tent is it's very safe. They have went over and above putting latches on here. These latches, which are the rubber latches, 2 on each side and off. So you got 4 of those, 4 of the metal latches, 2 in front, 2 in back. So you've got double what every other tent that I've ever seen has. These are the metal latches. They are adjustable. Just pick them up and they come up. So if it needs to be loosened up, you turn them this way. If it needs to be tightened down, you can turn them this way. And also they have these things that are on here to line it up, so when it goes back together, it's not all wonky-jawed. This extra bar in between. So this extra bar gives you more space. You want your stuff to be ready to go. You don't want to have to haul a bunch of items inside the vehicle, especially if you have a small vehicle like I do. So if you have the ability to haul your bedding, your pillows, blankets, mattress, everything inside, that saves you a lot of room. Also saves you a lot of time. One feature that many people don't know about the FreeSpirit tents is that they have solved the problem of moisture getting inside the tents. The FreeSpirits have an open bottom, so they have slats that go across, and up underneath is the actual bottom mattress, and this mattress is covered with the same material that covers the soft tops. We've never had a problem with any kind of moisture or anything getting inside. Oh, FreeSpirit tents. Let's don't do that. All right, this is the top, aluminum top, C-channel down the side, so you can slide these back and forth. Very heavy duty hinges, very heavy duty hinges. On the inside, it has the gas shocks. Here again, we have these plastic deals that line it up on both sides. But on top, you have the ability to put a roof rack. FreeSpirit makes their own roof rack. It slides in the C-channel. You can slide it back and forth where you want it. So if you're carrying kayaks, bicycles. All right, last thing I'm gonna show you while it's closed, and I'm gonna show you how to open it in the inside, which a lot of benefits, a lot of downsides. Again, I'm not sponsored by FreeSpirit. I just want to show you all the goods and bads about this particular tent so you can make your mind up on your own. If you have a 270 awning, which I do, you will have to turn these upside down. If you noticed on the other side, these were on the bottom where you could pull down with your weight and loosen them up. These, there's no room. You have no way to get to them underneath. You can't loosen them. So we had to turn these over to be able to use them on this tent. Now, I haven't contacted FreeSpirit to see if they're necessary. You could probably just remove them altogether because you've got the other 4 metal ones that are holding it down. I really don't know why you need so many holding it down. So you may could just take this off. But if you want to leave them on, you have to turn these over, and you can't use your body weight. I have to stand on the tire down here and pick up while balancing myself to get this over. Don't really like that very much. Let's get this thing popped up. Now that it's popped up, you can see how it sits level, but it's not completely straight up like the ones that pop straight up. It pops up and then pops up again. One advantage to that is an overhang right here on the front. The ones that pop straight up don't have a little canopy, and that makes it bad when the weather's not good, definitely. But you want to overhang a little bit there. You've got shoe bags on each side, has windows all the way around. On the back side, a large window. Thought somebody was coming. Another thing that you will love about this tent, see the quilting pattern of the tent? It is a tri-layer tent, so it is a 4-season tent. Also on the front, you have a pocket here and a pocket there, the two light colored. Those are air vents. You can close them with Velcro, or you can open them as well. The ladder is just a freestanding ladder, so you can move it to any spot that you want. I was able to move the ladder to the front and add an in-suite shower to the back. So it opened up a lot of space on the roof rack for us. One downside that we are having, hydraulics is sagging a little bit, so if it stays closed up for a long time, the roof will sag. You got to give it a little bit of time to spring up. So get off me, bub. Sorry. We'll have to make sure that I keep an eye on those hydraulics, because if the hydraulics fail, no tent. Got to watch that. It does not fold over like the iCampers do, so the ladder is up against the vehicle. So you will have to move the ladder out of the way in order to get inside the vehicle. Now climbing up the ladder, loops go over. It sits on the bottom side, so you can't put it down where these go all the way down. Otherwise it will sit on this door right here, and you won't be able to get the zipper open to get the door open. Okay, when you're getting this over, it's a lot easier with two hands. In fact, it may be impossible with one hand. Stand by. One good thing about the door of the tent, so you can let this down. And it will stay shut, just like that. This is the open window. I've already got it open because it was hot yesterday. Had it open, that will close. But this does say close without having to zip it up every single time. So here you see the tent exactly how it was when I opened it. Wool blanket, a double sleeping bag, another wool blanket, and a 4-inch Cuomo top. Now on the inside, you have the tri-layer all the way around. You have 2 pockets on this side, 2 pockets on this side. Along this top right here, you have a LED strip. So when I click this on right here, the LED strip comes on. Window here with mesh. And you can also unzip the mesh if you want. You have window here with mesh. You can also unzip the mesh if you want. Window here. And now we're completely open. Got those open because we're definitely not gonna need the tri-layer tonight. It's hot. Get my pillows arranged. 4 pillows just for me. That's perfect. And we're all set up. Whew. It's hot. The way that this tent is made with my inflatable mattress right here, I can stand on the back, undo this, right here is my valve to inflate my tent. Oh no! Crash and burn! Trying to get a new, better system. Now, I would highly recommend upgrading the mattress in these tents, just like every other tent. Companies say, oh, our mattress is great. They're not good. After about 7 or 8 nights, if you can't walk, or it takes you 30 minutes to be able to walk like it did me, upgrade your mattress. Okay, so I'm up in the tent and got all the windows open. Really breezy, so it's nice. It's going to be a nice cool night. Got these little hooks right up here, and I've got a couple Claymore fans. Put them in the description below too as well. They just hang. They got little loops right there, and they just hang on those. I got my pillows blown up, and I'm just about ready to hit the sack. I think it's going to be a good restful night. Good morning. Perfect temperature. I actually had to turn the fans off last night and put on a wool blanket and get under the covers. It was really nice. Oh. I'll be right back. So as I was laying there in bed last night, one thing that I forgot to mention about this tent, I don't know if it's unique to this brand or unique to this tent or what. There's no part of this tent, as far as the layer, the tri-layer, the fabric part, that is permanently connected to the top or the bottom. You can completely replace the fabric part without having to buy a new tent. You cannot get an annex for these tents. Now, I don't know if they plan to do that in the future, but as far as right now, you cannot get an annex for a privacy shelter or anything that would come to the ground to give you more places to get out of the weather. Another thing, on a normal rooftop tent, you have shades that open up and have the little tension poles that go out so you can leave your windows open when it rains or for sun or things like that. This don't have those. And so on the end and on the back, if it starts raining, you got to close those windows. So you don't have a lot of ventilation when it's raining, but you do have a big opening on the front that you can still have open when it rains. There you have it. Gotta take a little extra time to make sure it gets lined up right, but 4 minutes and it's packed up, it's not too bad. Actually, I could probably done a lot better than that. Anyway, appreciate you watching my video, and hope to see you out there on the trail. Make sure and follow us. Check us out. Patreon, Adventures of the Brofessor, and all of our social media. Joey the Brofessor on Instagram, Adventures of the Brofessor, and the Overland Philosopher on Facebook. Thank you. Have a great day.